Hello, girls and boys. Welcome to Storytime Fun. I dedicate this next book to my precious grandchildren, Ethan, Denver, Summer, and Violet. Today's story is called Nurse Nancy by Katherine Jackson. Nancy liked to play with dolls. She liked to play mother. She liked to play teacher. And best of all, she liked to play nurse. She had a fine doll hospital, complete with lots of bandages and handy candy pills. But she had no one to play with her. Her brothers called Nurse Nancy as they raced past her door, but they never had time to stop and play. They were always too busy with big boy games. Mother stopped in at the hospital sometimes. One day she had a hurt finger. Down from her shelf, Nurse Nancy took a brand new box, and she put on Mother's finger a red, heart-shaped plastic bandage. Another day, Nurse Nancy heard a great commotion out in the backyard. It didn't sound like just a lively baseball game. It sounded like trouble, and it was. The boys' ball had hit a bee's nest, and angry bees were pouring out. "Look out!" Tom shouted. "Here they come!" And the three boys came racing toward the house with the angry bees close behind. Nancy ran and held the door open while the boys came piling in. Then she slammed it shut on the bees. "Whew!" panted the boys. "We are safe!" But Tom was not safe. He had fallen. Nancy was a nurse, so Nancy knew what to do. First, she took a good look at the wound. She got a clean cloth and a towel from the drawer. She dampened and soaped the cloth. "Go lie down, patient," she said. Tom did, and she propped a pillow up under his leg with a clean towel over the top. Then she washed that cut off carefully. "It's clean now," Nancy said. The damp cloth was nice and cool against the burning sting. Soon the hurt had stopped. "How do you feel now?" Nancy asked. "Much better," said Tom, and he tried to smile. But when he looked at the ugly cut, he could not quite manage a smile. "I can fix that," said Nancy. So she opened her supply box and covered the cut with a brightly colored bandage. That brand new bandage looked so fresh and fine that even Tom could smile at it now. When Mother came home, the boys told her all about the cut and Nurse Nancy's good care while they had their lunch. "I'm proud of you, dear," said Mother, and she gave Nancy a special hug and an extra cookie, too. After lunch, the boys hung around instead of hurrying back out to play. "What do you say we play ambulance?" Billy suggested. "Fine," said Nancy. So they fixed up the wagon for an ambulance. Just then, ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, came a telephone ring. Nurse Nancy answered. "Hospital," she said. "There's been an accident," she heard a voice call, "down at the big tree." They all looked down there just in time to see Billy flopping down, moaning fine, big moans. "I'll be the doctor," cried Dan. "I'll drive the ambulance," Tom cried. And away they raced. Tom pulled the ambulance. Dr. Dan raced beside him with his doctor bag, and Nurse Nancy proudly rode. When they reached the accident, Nurse Nancy put a bandage on Billy for first aid. Then the doctor and the ambulance man lifted him into the ambulance, and back to the hospital they went. Billy had such a good time playing sick with pink and green candy pills, the others could hardly wait for their turns. The telephone kept ringing with ambulance calls. Patients kept coming to the hospital and wanting brand new bandages. Nurse Nancy was so busy she could scarcely think. "Well," she said, when supper time came to an end her busy day, "I'm certainly glad I'm a nurse." I'm sure the boys were too. Lots of fun for everyone. Well, that's it for today. See you next time.